Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, grade 4 students. Welcome back to my class. This is English lesson with me, Mrs. Indrie. Okay, so for today we are still in Unit 1 in the museum. I want you to go grab your book, take your book. Now we're going to talk about museum. Okay, so what is museum? Well, museum is a place where we can find lots of ancient things or old things, but also very valuable. Yeah, and especially usually it relates to the world history. Okay, so have a look at this explanation and the picture about museum. Have you ever been to a museum before? Have you ever visited museum before? Well, I am sure all of you have visited museum. In Bandung, we have lots of famous museums. We can say there is Sri Baduga Museum and then there is Geology Museum. Well, in the world also there are famous museums. What are they? I'm going to mention two famous museums. The first one is the Louvre Museum. It's in France.
Well, alright, so these are the fun facts about the Louvre Museum. The Louvre Museum is in Paris, France. And do you know that the Louvre Museum is the biggest museum in the world? Do you also know that the museum can be visited by 15,000 visitors at the same time? And it would take 100 days to see all of the arts in the Louvre Museum. The Louvre Museum is the home to the Mona Lisa painting, the very famous Mona Lisa painting by Leonardo da Vinci. And do you know that some believe that the Louvre Museum is haunted?
The second museum is in London, the Madame Tussauds Museum, where you can find lots of wax models of famous people or celebrity.
The Madame Tussauds is a very famous museum in London with some branches all over the world. The museum was founded by wax sculptor Anna Maria or Marie Tussaud. It was first opened in 1835, and in this museum you can find historical and royal figures, film stars, sports stars, and famous people, including the Queen. Alright, so now please open your book, your student book, page 18. Discover museums. Read about two museums, which is the oldest thing in the text. The National Museum of Anthropology in Mexico City has the largest collection of ancient Mexican pieces in the world, in 23 galleries. In the museum, you can find wonderful exhibits of Aztec culture. The Aztecs lived in central Mexico and ruled a great part of it in the 14th, 15th, and 16th centuries. One of the most famous exhibits in the museum is the Sunstone. It was the calendar of the Aztecs. Another important exhibit is the Mask of the Zapotecs. They lived in the south of Mexico, and this mask is about 2000 years old. Egyptian Museum in Cairo is the most famous museum in Egypt. It has a huge collection of more than 120,000 exhibits, and there is a royal mummy room with 27 mummies. When an important person died in ancient Egypt, people treated the body with chemicals and wrapped it in bandages. The Egyptians also put food and jewels with their mummies to give the dead people something to eat and wear in the next life. The most important exhibit in the museum is the gold mask of the Egyptian king Tutankhamun, who lived about 2700 years ago. Alright, so now please work on your student book, page 18. Match the pictures with the museums. Write A or B. And please continue to page 19, part 1. Complete the chart about the museums on page 18. Alright, and please take a picture of your work and upload in Class Dojo.
Wow, so what do you think of museum? Make you want to visit museum, right? Yeah, me too. Okay, so that was the explanation of museum for today, the lesson for today. So I hope it's useful. Thank you very much. See you next lesson. Bye bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.